Hello, welcome everyone to another BVTV episode of UFC for Universe Mode. I am in a whole background is my bed. I really should get like one of those like little binder things so we can see like a white background or something. I think that should be an investment. Anyway, it's glad to be here. Yes, that's a mess. I just woke up like 30 minutes ago, so I'm ready to do this. I am testing out my new internet, so let's see how this goes. Anyway, we have a big 11 fight card for you guys today. It's headlined by Tyson Fury and Arlovski, heavyweight top contenders, duking it out. And a lot of the fights are going to be pretty important as well. I did not pull up my fight card. Crap-ola. Let me actually do that. I thought I did, and then turns out I didn't. Unprepared. That's the name of the game.
All right, coming up next, it is a welterweight showdown
between all three of those get set up.
And Gunny Nelson.
It's actually kind of funny because we look at Amar Akhmedov, and the last time, I think it was Akhmedov who actually lost to Conor. And that kind of propelled him to, actually, Akhmedov challenged McGregor for the welterweight title and lost. But, looking back at it, it's great to see Akhmedov back in the octagon. I mean, truthfully, he comes in, I believe, if that can get off of my screen. There we go. That's what I was looking for. You know, Amar Akhmedov comes in at rank number 9. He's 4-4. Meanwhile, Gunnar Nelson is unranked. This is the big situation for the man. In fight night 11 fights, all ranked fights. Said, you know, Gunnar Nelson comes in at 1-1. He beats Akhmedov and takes him out of the rankings. He could potentially get that number 10 ranking by his name. You would think Usman would go up to 9 in the loss for Akhmedov, and then Nelson would come in at 10. Beautiful head guillotine chokeless. That was great. He tried to go for the takedown, then got caught in the choke. That's what makes Amar Akhmedov so explosive. As I make sure I don't mess that up.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions.
Oh, so how is everyone doing? Welcome to the show, everyone.
Really be entertaining. What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big explosive action.
Welcome to everyone watching this.
What gets you submitted a lot of times.
Nelson's pass attempt denied.
You know, I will say it's surprising to see Gunnar Nelson in this position. I morally know Gunnar Nelson for being more of a striking stand-up type of fighter. So to see him actually doing, oh man, see him doing well on the ground. This is very surprising to me.
There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
And yes, I am currently sick at the moment. So if you ever hear any like talking, like gap breaks, because I'm trying not to cough.
There's a song there, right?
What's up, Shadow Rocks? Morning fights right before breakfast. Absolutely. I feel like it has to be like that. Yeah, it's fun. This is a great triangle. Oh, he's got it. It's over. Gunnar Nelson is about to choke out Amar Akhmedov. I mean, you can tell that he's already got to crunch it. He's got to crunch it. When you elevate your body like that, it's so much pressure. There's nothing you can do. But he's out. He's out. Stop the fight. He's out. He's out. I mean, referee could have stopped that like 5 seconds earlier. By the way, Gunnar Nelson with a huge victory, a triangle choke submission. He's now 2-1 in the UFC. He will have a ranking by his name next week. And he knocks Akhmedov, he beat a former title challenger and took him out of the rankings. You know, when I talked about this 2 months ago about trying to shake up the rankings, this is what I meant, giving everyone an opportunity to succeed and shine, and Gunnar Nelson proves that he can shine and is now in the top 10 in the UFC in terms of welterweight rankings. That's huge, it's big.
He's so tricky and he's so good at weaving
As a matter of fact, let me actually update that while that happens. It's my laptop and where my TV are in two, like, massively completely different places. So I'm, like, reaching over.
And it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward.
And the trajectory is up for Gunnar Nelson. Gunnar Nelson 2-1. Amar Akhmedov 4-5. Congrats to Gunnar Nelson to winning the fight.
For the winner by submission, Gunnar Nelson.
Good on him, too.
Hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale.
I mean, this is actually an upset.
Not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how.
A massive upset there. But next, it gets even better because next, it's going to be Marion Renault, who is the number 5 ranked bantamweight right now at a 4-4 record versus the 1-1 Julia. This is kind of a similar situation that we've seen the Akhmedov and Nelson fight that just happened. And Pena wins, she goes 2-1, she knocks Marion Renault out of the rankings. Marion Renault wins, it gives her an extra winner a column.
Right, so here we are, Madison Square Garden, this arena, not synonymous with winning.
And hopefully you guys can hear me too.
But certainly there have been a lot of big UFC moments.
I know sometimes that's it doesn't register that my microphone is on with this headset. I don't know why.
Let's see how you perform in the world's greatest arena.
All right, so again, we find ourselves here in the clinch where there are obviously no shortage of subtleties and nuances.
Right.
A lot of motions in here that maybe.
See, now I'm curious to see how this women's bantamweight fight holds up from the last fight.
For all the things that happen in this position, the person winning and controlling the underhook battle is the one out ahead.
Kind of just stuck here. There we go. Were you guys there for the glitch to where it was Darren Till versus, I think it was Usman, and there was a glitch where one guy like fell through the octagon? That was extremely funny. This beautiful guillotine choke. You see Renault trying to go for the takedown, instead she got caught. I don't think we've actually seen a submission yet by this guillotine, and this could be the first. Are there back-to-back submission victories potentially on the horizon? Who's got what it takes? She taps. Juliana Pena, in less than like 2.5 minutes, wins this fight by submission. A beautiful guillotine choke. You see this, Marino went for the takedown. Juliana Pena had such a great hold on the neck. She went for the guillotine choke, and it forced Marino to tap out.
Now you watch her and she looks like an Olympian.
That's impressive.
Like a girl that can wrestle at the
And it also
level.
knocks Marino out of the
So many
rankings.
takedowns in that round. Her wrestling coach must be very proud.
Wow. Like the same thing that just happened.
So that win by submission figures to silence any remaining doubters, and that certainly puts the rest of the division on notice. Huge result for you here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan
I mean, the women's bantamweight division already has just been shaken up.
13 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Juliana the Venezuelan Vixen.
Congrats to Juliana Pena on winning the fight. She's now 2-1 in the UFC. She knocks out Marino for that ranked number 5 spot. I'm going to assume that's going to go to her after a huge win.
That's exactly how she got it done.
I mean, this was 2 minutes and 13 seconds. A beautiful guillotine head choke that she countered for being she countered a double leg takedown to get the guillotine choke. So it was just impressive to see the transitional movement that happened there. But don't go anywhere, because the next fight is actually going to be in the women's flyweight division. Ranked number 5, Erica Fisher. The 2-2 Erica Fisher goes against the 1-2 Alicia Kelly. This fight's up next. Herb Dean, the official. And it's also just great to be back. I don't know how my internet is actually holding up, so I'm relying on you guys to tell me if you guys can hear me or not. And hopefully the quality graph isn't awful. Because this is my first stream in my new apartment. You know, making history as always. But while that fight is going on, let me actually update these records and rankings on some real stuff, because I don't like to fall behind. And we've already seen 2 like shocking outcomes already. I mean, Gunnar Nelson comes in unranked, wins the fight. He's now back to being the top 10. I mean, heck, Juliana Pena just shocked everyone. So, especially in this series, man, anything really can happen. I think it also puts an emphasis on just the divisions too. It's being shaken up, and in a good way. And it gives guys like Gunnar Nelson a chance to try to succeed, and it's great to see success.
Big punch from the clinch. Good stick.
Those are some stiff shots. I'm hearing it. Ah, man. Right. Records, rankings are all up to date. We love to see it.
How good is her takedown?
Some stiff shots.
It's such a fast leg kick.
Well, she's been good tonight.
Beautiful roundhouse head kick.
She blocked the punch.
So I feel like when these fighters are competing at a high level. Oh, it's let's see. They have only a few connection issues, but like a second. Things looking good so far, though. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. It's good to know because I'm not really, right now I'm in the middle of kind of like nowhere. That's what I call it. So I'm not really sure how the Wi-Fi is here. I don't even get cell service where I'm at, believe it or not. So it's kind of just going off of a whim and just hoping it all works out. That's where I'm at right now. Yes, I know my hair is a mess. A lot of you guys like to comment on how I look a mess. I know I do. It's fine. Just this has been kind of a little bit underwhelming first round. I mean, then again, when you follow up two great finishes that we've just seen, and then not of course every fight's going to be like that. And this fight, I feel like the first round for both these fighters was a filling out process. I expect a little bit more energy, a little bit more anticipation, a little bit more intensity coming out of these two.
Look at the angle of that nice body kick.
I feel like if the fight goes to the ground, I think Alicia Kelly's got a great shot. If it stays on the stand-up, Erica Fisher may have this one won. It was a great check leg kick. Oh.
Another clinch position.
Nice knee. Oh, there's a couple knees to the body.
Kelly gets the tie clinch here.
But 32 strikes for Fisher. Was it 19 or 18 for Kelly? Those are some sick shots. What is up, Isaiah Playsman? Welcome. And yes, if my voice does sound a bit raspy, yes, I am kind of sick right now.
Effective punch there by Kelly.
I've been on my UFC itch lately. Yeah, I have the what is it called? I have the app for UFC. It's called the UFC app, but I have the Fight Pass, and I didn't realize that with the UFC Fight Pass, you actually don't see the fight nights and stuff. So you only get to see like thousands of other promotions fights, which is actually really cool. A lot of those fights are really good, and it's actually really fun to watch. It's like only $90 a year, something like that.
No hesitancy whatsoever here in round two. She has.
Yeah, I definitely have. It's been a while since I've been able. Didn't feel good one week. Any major title changes? No. No, I haven't had a pay-per-view since the last one I did, which was about like a month ago. I think the first pay-per-view we're gonna have since then is it's gonna be we're in May. I know June we're gonna have pay-per-view. Must have pay-per-view in June.
She's looking to land that right punch just out of range.
Oh, nice.
So that's the that's what I'm like building towards. So I wanted to make sure I can adjust the rankings and see how everything goes, and once June, the first week of June hits, or probably like the last week of June, I'll have a pay-per-view again. Ooh, look at that shot.
She hurt her very badly with that big leg kick.
Look at that lead leg of Alicia Kelly. She's in the blue trunks. It is swollen. It is swollen up. She can barely put a lot of pressure on that, and you're seeing that. It's going to take a lot of the pop that she has in those shots. And it's going to weaken them, and that could be a significant advantage for Erica Fisher. She wants to capitalize on targeting the leg.
All right, there's the clapper. 10 seconds to go.
Did he say there's the clapper? There's the clapper. Hopefully he never says that again.
This is a world-class display of striking here tonight.
But so far, nothing's really changed. I mean, the rankings have been adjusted already, but I actually have to put out the rankings after towards the end of this month. There's a couple things I got to do actually, just to try to make everything accurate. I feel like what I should start doing is kind of like posting on Twitter and Instagram the fight cards and things like that. I think we would get more people involved and like interested in what I'm doing. See, there's my thing. I'm not sure how in the oblivion Alicia Kelly's thing. She is like was a glutton for punishment. I think that's what they say.
Well, she's landed some good shots, but kind of point fighting a little bit, right? Nothing in terms of combination.
Well, I mean, I feel like a lot of the times people diss, like, you know, decision fighters. I know that Daniel Cormier's gotten that. Usman especially has gotten that. There is nothing wrong fighting for points. Like, if you know you're probably not gonna knock the guy out, tap him out. You're fighting for the decision win, and that's exactly what Erica Fisher's been doing.
I mean, she's fatigued. She's exhausted.
Good God, she gets rocked again.
She is such a diverse striker.
Oh man. If Erica Fisher doesn't knock Alicia Kelly out, I've got so much props to give for Alicia Kelly. She has taken a butt whooping in this fight.
Her opponent's hurt. She has to really get after her now and try to find that kill shot that's going to finish the night. Nice kick.
Again, you've seen those combinations have been landing for Erica Fisher. That's what made this fight so successful for her, that she's been able to land combinations. A nice front kick from Kelly, though. That might be it. That might be it. I don't think she's got anything left. Alicia Kelly is surviving, or trying to.
Because she's so aware, so on top of the grappling transitions.
Can Alicia Kelly hang on for 20 more seconds? I mean, she's taking a beating this whole fight, but you got to give her credit, man. The resiliency of Alicia Kelly has been on display in this fight. And that is it. What a fight, actually. I said the round of one was kind of mad, but these two stepped up the next two rounds and went to war. Though I do believe this fight goes to Erica Fisher, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 30-27, 9-28, and 30-27. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision.
Yeah. Congrats to Erica Fisher. She keeps her rank number 5 ranking. She pushes herself to 3-2. Puts Alicia Kelly to, well, 1-3. I mean, it happens. But Erica Fisher did a great job of winning this fight. She played for the decision. So that's what she did. She was having a hard time trying to stop her. And, well, stuff like that happens. The heavyweight fighters right now going at it. I'm looking really excited to this one. Eric Fisher's over there. Alicia Kelly's over here. To try to update the records and rankings as these fights go along in real time.
Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite
Which, believe it or not, I didn't realize is harder said than done.
You just don't know, right? You don't know who's going to be able to
gotta upgrade
that the way that they need to. This is a close fight on paper.
Boom, so that's there. Alright, awesome. Back to remember, the light heavyweight division is actually relatively interesting. This fight right here, We've got ranked number 10 Glover Teixeira, who's 4-4. We've got Anthony Smith, who's 2-2. Smith beats Teixeira. Not only does he knock him out of the rankings, but he's going to get that number 10 spot. So for Smith, this is do or die right now. For Teixeira, it's about surviving and trying to build on the record he already has.
Swing and a miss on the count.
And the very looks like Anthony Smith trying to slug it out.
Double leg takedown attempt.
Nice double leg takedown. He's ready at hand and side control.
His ideal situation just happened. He got it on the shot, didn't have to put too much effort to finish. Great job.
I think he's trying to enter to full mount, but can do it.
You're potentially playing with fire. Lands with a right hand. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
Oh, wait, MLB The Show 21. Franchise Mode Episode 2 will be tomorrow. Look at this great armbar. But, you know, Teixeira is an experienced, is an experienced jiu-jitsu guy, so I think he'll easily find a way out of this. Look at the straight, the Glover Teixeira just slammed Anthony Smith. Oh, back first on the mat. He is clocking him into oblivion.
Turn defense into offense, but also to end up in a dominant position. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Glover Teixeira. Ooh, all right, he's got the full mount now, DC, and he has proven to be a hard guy to buck off from this position.
Oh, because he's so heavy. He keeps his weight down. He really does.
Oh, my God.
What a performance.
Just an absolutely gorgeous shot to spell the end for his opponent. Crowd is absolutely loving it. He gets the near-perfect land. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming, but just the way he drew it up.
Wow.
Saw that crack of an opening and barged right through it to get the knockout. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the
wow.
The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
The one-hit quitter. He Mike Tyson'd him. Wow. Like, if you guys missed that knockout, that was one punch. One punch. Knocked him the heck out. I want that to sit there. One punch. Ladies and gentlemen, Glover Teixeira 5-4, Anthony Smith 2-3. Glover Teixeira keeping his ranking in convincing fashion. That was insane. That was insane. Wow. Like, I'm genuinely, like, that was an amazing knockout. The only other time that happened is when Joanne Calderwood faced Erica Fisher, when Fisher was undefeated. She was 2-0 at the time, and it was just a straight jab that knocked out Erica Fisher. And it was in the first one, too. That was an insane knockout.
All right, so the fight is underway. We will see how it plays.
Both guys touch gloves. Oh.
Las Vegas, and really hard to think of a weakness that we have seen on film from either guys in their UFC careers.
I feel like both of these guys are the top of the food chain. They're the best of the best.
Yeah, this is the men's fight division on display. Pantoja coming off of 2 unsuccessful title challenges. Poor guy. By the way, Anthony Smith 2-3, Glover Teixeira 5-4, keeps his ranking. Move to the men's flyweights.
I mean, the accuracy is
They update the rankings. I'm telling you, man, updating these rankings are quite interesting. Again, he may be out. Hey, what's up, Trolling Gameplay? How are you, man? Welcome, welcome.
Oh, he might be out.
Now, this men's fight about certainly to be a great one. I mean, like I said, Pantoja came off of what I feel was the first title challenge that he had was arguably one of the most competitive flyweight fights we've ever had. I'm doing pretty good, man. You know, can't complain. Sick, you know, got a bad throat, but other than that, just chilling. You know, streaming. Good vibes. And then, you know, going back to what I was saying, Pantoja's second title challenge did not go at all well. So, you know, I think he knows he's kind of out of that title challenge mix for a little while, unless he can rack up wins against the top 4 ranked fighters. I mean, and especially with, you know, guys like Alex Perez to come up, Askarov.
How good is his takedown defense?
It's going to be interesting to see what the future holds for Alejandro Pantoja.
Big punch lands over the top.
Still update that ranking for. I'm still can't get. I cannot get over the insane knockout that we just seen with Glover Teixeira. Like, that was nuts. By the way, if you were wondering, this fight right here, Alex Perez is ranked at rank number 5 with a 1-1 record. Pantoja, well, yeah, he's 2 and 3. Put it that way. So if he wins, he goes to 3 and 3 record. Would get to that rank number 5 spot potentially, but it's not guaranteed. Have you tried the Wreckfest game for PS Plus, PS5? No, I have not. I've actually been trying Days Gone. I've been playing that for a little bit, and I'm also because they have this PS Plus collection. So if you have the PS Plus, you get like mad free games right now. Like one of them was Uncharted, and I think the newer PS Plus game was Battlefield 5. So I've been trying those games out on my free time. So that's been pretty cool.
And he caught the kick. Oh, and a nice jab by him there, and that's going to give his opponent some problems if that keeps landing.
He's having a tough time getting his offense going because that jab is just stopping him every time. In the tie clinch, look for the knees to start.
Big shots being landed on both sides here.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, I was just more shocked that they were actually giving it out. To be honest, so I just took it for what it was.
He throws it.
But if you had seen how Pantoja's shaking off that check leg kick that he had suffered, he went for that calf kick, and Perez had it scouted, and he must have timed it perfectly. You seen how Pantoja's leg completely like just jolted, and he even had to like bob back for a little bit to kind of get feeling back. It's like, so if I'm Perez, that's something I want to keep an eye on. I want to start targeting it little by little. That way it doesn't look too conspicuous. I want to kind of sneak it in there. And so I think Perez may have found a weak spot in his opponent.
A lot of elbows and knees could be coming from here. We'll see how he chooses to attack.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous position, but an advantageous one for the offensive fighter. Watch for the defensive guy to try to break this immediately.
What I'm mainly happy for is that there is now 3 free PS Plus games. They got 1 for the PS5 and then 2 for the PS4, which is pretty cool.
Nice strike.
Oh, and he gets tagged. Nice combination there, and might not be a bad idea for the opposition to just tweak that head off the center.
He was landing one before. Now he's throwing everything in combination, and they're all landing. Big leg kick land.
So that's right now I couldn't be any more happy with PlayStation. So I'm just kind of I'm taking it with a grain of salt, you know.
Some fighters don't check a lot of leg kicks. That one was checked.
I knew it. That was gonna be a point of weakness. That's like what, the second or third checked leg kick for Pantoja's poor leg. You know, eventually when you throw them and it keeps getting checked like that, your leg's gonna give out. And just there, right there.
Move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high level grappler.
Something that could have been easily avoided. A guy like Alex Perez, his awareness, his defensive awareness is insane. So you've got to be really careful and really clever with how you sneak shots in there. And Pantoja has not done that. If anything, he's been a bit sloppy.
Good job understanding the transition.
His opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of
We're going to the third and final round. What's been a really great flyweight fight.
This young man is as good as any.
Although the real question is, how much does Pantoja's leg have left in it? When you fall the way Pantoja did, he stumbled, staggered. That leg's got to be shot.
His leg is hurt here. You can see him limping a little bit.
You just heard the crack of that.
A little single collar tie there. Oh,
That leg might be finished real soon.
All right, so another good series of knees by him there, DC. That has been his.
That was a lot of knees that were thrown. That's 70 strikes for Perez, 77 strikes for Perez, 70 for Pantoja.
Well, he continues to land
Do you see how smart that was for by Perez though, right? He leaned in with a fake jab, was able to get create enough like, you know, closing space to allow just a little bit light, you know, leg kick. That's the positional awareness, the IQ I was talking about. He knows the distance, he knows how to create space, and he knows how to fake out his opponent to make him believe they're going for something, and truly it's just switching up on him. It's a great tactic. It's a great IQ that certain fighters don't have not established that well.
Oh, big knee to the body. That'll soften him up.
In my opinion, I think round two definitely went to Perez. I'd say about 10-9. Round number one, that's a pick your poison. I still think it's Perez, but you know, again, it was close enough to pick your poison, that one. And then round three so far, it looks like Perez.
DC, this has certainly been a big trademark of your success, just finding a home for those punches in these punches.
Where I live, I love fighting in the clinch and landing those strikes. There are so many small spaces where you can land.
Said Perez is getting messed up.
He's looking to land the right, just out of range.
Oh yeah, right hand.
Go right back to that. Oh my gosh, he smacked that, hit the floor. This could be it. And that right there is a massive momentum changer. He's got a minute, and he's got the armbar. He's got the armbar. Alex Perez on an insane comeback. This could be. Means he's got 40 seconds to try to win this fight. The question is, can he do it? 30 seconds left. Can he prevent a potential decision loss from happening? He's got 15 seconds. Who's hanging on for dear life here? And with 10 seconds left, Alex Perez taps out. The guy who was winning the fight made one crucial mistake. And Alejandro Pantoja with a huge armbar submission victory. And I mean, this was huge. Pantoja with just an he came back, from my opinion, losing this fight. If it went to decision, he was losing this fight. Look, that's that great elbow that knocked Perez out for long enough to where he was able to apply an armbar with a minute left. And Perez, you gotta give him credit, man. He hung into that armbar for about 50 seconds. And he was just forced to tap out with like less than 10 seconds left in the fight. It's heartbreaking, but what a huge clutch moment for Alejandro Pantoja. It's a finish you have to talk about.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliana has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 51 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by
Alex Perez 1 and 2. Alejandro Pantoja 3 and 3. He's gonna get that rank number 5. Next to his name going into next week. Big freaking win. And a clutch win. It was a clutch win at that. It was. Yeah, literally, you know, I can't stress that enough at trolling gameplay. Like, that one shot is all it takes to change fight. And he was losing that fight. Those are the fights I love to see. And what is up, WGP, man? How are you, man? How's it going? Hey, so, folks, we got a featherweight bout. If I'm not mistaken, the rank number 6, Marwan Amirkhani, who comes in at a 1-1 record. That's it. My featherweight and lightweight divisions are hurting. But, like, Marwan Amirkhani, 1-1, rank number 6, takes on rank number 7, the 2-2 Dan Hooker. One of these guys won't be ranked after this fight. Who's it going to be? Decent on my lunch break. I feel that. I'm actually on my day off. I got 2 days off back to back. So like today I was like, I'll stream UFC. Tomorrow I'll stream baseball. I'll make it work. I was going to do a Dead by Daylight video, but like I canceled it because I have a bigger video coming out for that series next week. So I'm just looking forward to everything.
looking for that left hand. Not there.
Oh! Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like it's been a while since I was actually able to play the game. I was moving last week and I got sick in the process, and it's been crazy. But tomorrow I cannot wait to play that. I think we're picking off with the Krakens. I think we were playing with them. Look at this, the north-south choke being applied. This is a very painful submission, especially when you have another man's right here. The barrel of the arm is coming across and actually going like this to choke you out. It's a very it's not something you want to be. But look at this, as Marquand Americani looking to potentially tap out Dan Hooker, and what in my opinion would be an upset. And Dan Hooker taps out to Marquand Americani. Americani with a huge victory as he pushes his record to 2-1 with the north-south choke.
You can see the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap.
And that is all she wrote for the featherweight bout. My goodness.
Look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he
And the crazier part is it takes
never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his
it takes Dan Hooker out of the
trick
rankings.
people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and
Which
finishes
is
fights.
wow, all right. You know, congrats to Marquand Americani, man. That was
Here is Bruce.
during Nate and Leon got rescheduled. Yeah, didn't Leon get like hurt or something? You had to like have surgery.
19 seconds of the very first round.
I don't think it was COVID related.
Tap out. Mach 1, Mr. Finland.
Then again, I could actually be mistaken. I don't believe it was, but
This young man here tonight as he gets the win by way of submission.
congrats to Marquand Americani, man. He pushes himself to 2-1. Dan Hooker, a heartbreaking 2-3 for him.
But he knew that if he did everything right, he could
It
get
is
his
what it
position,
is.
which is the
Sheesh.
crown, and he
Hey, it's just how it goes. What's up, Red Rose? You keep changing your name. You're killing me here, man. Anyway, next up, the lightweight division. Back-to-back week divisions. Oh, man.
Coming up next, it's
Either way.
a lightweight bout between Yancy Medeiros and Eddie Alvarez.
In the lightweight division, the ranked number 9, Yancy Medeiros, who is 1-1, will take on the ranked number 8, 2-2, Eddie Alvarez. This fight's up next. Someone's getting kicked out of the rankings. Someone isn't.
So here we go.
Let's see who it is.
Round one. I can barely hear myself think in this arena right now.
Yeah, like I said, I want to kind of push the envelope with the next, fight nights that we have from fight night 28 to 30, whatever I have. I want to push the rankings, see that upper lateral change. Who do you think is next for Dominic Reyes? Personally, for Dominic Reyes, I think he just lost to a Projikaza. If I'm Dominic Reyes, I think I would take some time off again. Because ever since the John Jones fight, he's hit a decline. Think about it. He lost to Jones. He lost to Blachowicz. He lost to
Alright, so a good job by him here. He continues to block these shots. Seems to see
I just
them
lost to
coming
what
a
the
mile
hell? Projikaza. If I'm Dominic Reyes, I take some time, maybe find a new camp. Something isn't working. He's got to fix it. You know? Maybe take a fight with Alir Latifi. I think that if he is going to go back to fight, I think Alir Latifi and him is a great stylistic matchup. I think it'll challenge him. And that's if Latifi's still light heavyweight. I think he actually moved up to heavyweight recently, so I really don't have much for Dominic Reyes. And it was beautiful double leg takedown, and that Red Rose, you got the white pants. Medeiros might have what it takes. Might have what it takes. I'm actually going to update the rankings. I didn't realize that everyone else have to get pushed forward.
Oh man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA.
Yeah, the benefit of I guess the featherweight division is that it's getting guys, it's putting eyeballs on the division with how closely tight it is. I know you guys heard that coach saying, let's score some points. When you have the coach, that is aware that their fighter may have to win by points alone. Just tells you the experience edge of some coaches, some corners. Well, they do hold Choi's back up in the rankings. That 7-7 record puts him at rank 10. So the flyweights are all figured. Although look at that uppercut on Eddie Alvarez's eye. Oh my god! Unless it's a swollen eye, but that is a nasty cut on his face. Whoa! You see how he went for that straight up jab and he lunged with it, and then he got caught in that spinning roundhouse back heel kick, and that was a nasty shot from Medeiros. Let's go into round number 2 of this lightweight bout fight. Lightweight division fight. Well, I said bout fight. What the heck was that?
Nice knee there, DC.
Great job finding the opportunity to land that strike.
Yeah, the lightweight division has a little bit more leeway, I feel like, because there's a lot of fighters who have decent records. The featherweight division definitely needs some rebuilding in that aspect. I'm very much aware of that. What is your prediction for Chandler versus Oliveira? That's it. That is honestly a tough one because beautiful spinning backwards. I dropped him, but like I'm gonna go with Charles Oliveira. Round number 3 by submission. If Michael Chandler wins that fight, it's got to be in the second round. It's got to be by knockout. And can we see this one more time? He went for the spinning back fist, got caught with the haymaker on the back of his skull. When you get hit like that, you are gone. Like, you are finished. Yancy Medeiros, folks, down and out with the 1 and 2. Eddie Alvarez, 3 and 2.
At 1 minute, 1 second of the second round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Eddie Alvarez.
And there is the man of the moment.
Congrats to Eddie Alvarez on winning this fight. It's honestly a big win for him. And he moves up in the rankings. As for Yancy Medeiros, well, not so much.
I mean, there's nothing like it. You know, you don't even hear the one that lands that puts out your opponent's life.
But folks, let's go on to the next fight of the night. Congrats to Eddie Alvarez, 3 and 2. Yancy Medeiros knocked out of the rankings with a 1 and 2 record now. But next up, we're going to the middleweight division, and we're going to see the man who has one of arguably the greatest knockout in our UFC Universe Mode history. I did hear of Diego Sanchez's release. I was kind of not surprised by it, to be honest. As Akira Misaki comes back, as he is ranked number 8. Yeah, he's got a 4 and 4 record. He's going to be taking on the ranked number 10 Jared Cannonier. This fight starts now. I'm really excited to see Misaki back. I mean, like I said, ever since that Uriah Hall knockout, that was one of the greatest knockouts we've seen. It rivals the George St. Pierre knocking out Matt Hughes halfway across the octagon knockout. Those two are probably the greatest knockouts we've ever had. And that came in UFC 2. So, I said UFC 4 has made some history, man. And I'm here for it. Actually, let me continue to fix the lightweight division rankings, because we definitely do not want things to get to be wrong. There we go. Yeah, the middleweight division, I feel, has been one of our best divisions in terms of solid fights. I think it's been the kingpin for us. Like, I feel like the middleweight division, whatever you give them a slot, it's going to be arguably fight of the night. And granted, some may agree, some may not, but for me personally, it feels like that's definitely been the case.
Well, eventually, you know he's going to turn this defense into offense, but he's certainly doing a nice job on the defensive end this fall. They talk about the feeling out process. He's getting
Paul Felder lucked out. He gets to go to rank 10 with a 3 and 2 record. Congrats to Paul Felder. I think this is the first time Paul Felder's ever been ranked.
Man, that leg kick looked like a Louisville slugger as Jared Cannonier lands to the lead leg of his opponent.
Jared Cannonier always had power.
Jared Cannonier's got barrels for legs.
He moved down to Arizona, got out of a last
not a fun time for anyone.
And now you're seeing he has advantages of being in an area where you're getting some of the best coaching and also having great.
If Kamaru beats Colby, oh wow, my thing just like messed up. If Kamaru beats Colby, I think he should move divisions or retire. No, absolutely not. I mean, if Kamaru Usman beats Colby Covington, it's not like there's no more challengers. You just beat the loudmouths of your division. Let's be honest, Jorge Masvidal and Colby Covington have been able to do what they have been because they win a couple fights and they're loudmouth draws. People are going to pay attention to them because they're just talking crap all the time. So, when you think about it, if Kamaru Usman's doing a great job, I think a lot of people don't give a lot of credit to Usman, but when you're able to silence out all the negative people in your division, you know, yeah, Usman has been known to be a decision fighter. Again, in the words of John Jones, I'd rather be a decision fighter than a 2-round fighter. You know, the guy knows what he's good at, and he knows how to utilize it. I think I look at the reign of George St. Pierre as a great example. You know, George St. Pierre cleared the welterweight division, what was it, for like 10 years? I think it was like for a whole decade. You know, that's, in my opinion, the most impressive title reign ever in the UFC. I don't think anyone rivals. I mean, besides Randy Couture's heavyweight reign, I think the best UFC title reign belongs to George St. Pierre. He held the belt for a decade. How could you argue that, you know? So I look at Kamaru Usman, who has that George St. Pierre ability, and if he's able to beat Colby Covington again, he's already beat Masvidal. You know, it opens up spots for guys like Leon Edwards. Probably not Nate Diaz or Nick Diaz. I'm not sure which Diaz is fighting, but probably not them. But like it cuts that off, you know. Look at that. Akira Misaki has been rocking Jared Cannonier. But no, I look at Kamaru Usman, who is in a unique position that if he beats Colby Covington, he can start making the claim and try to chase George St. Pierre's legacy, not legacy, but legendary title reign. I suppose I think the welterweight division is one of the most stacked divisions that there are. So yeah, this Jared Cannonier. Oh my gosh, that flare of offense absolutely rocked Misaki. Misaki had no defense for it. Cannonier put on a second gear, a second engine, and absolutely decimated. Akib was like, what a huge win for Jared Cannonier, and it knocks Misaki out of the rankings. A massive win. He's 2-1 now.
Well, what a moment for him here tonight. A huge knockout on one of
Misaki 4-5. Jared Cannonier 2-1. Good stuff.
2 minutes, 56 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Jared the Killer Gorilla Cannonier.
Jared Cannonier just put the rest of the UFC division, the UFC middleweight division, on notice. Man, oh man, that was fire. Yes, next up, it should be in the women's strawweight division, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, the women's strawweights.
Coming up next, yes, a women's
this fight, I heard that Yan versus Glover is happening soon. That would be awesome, to be honest. I would actually really enjoy that at WGP. I would definitely enjoy that. But the women's fight, but we see ranked number 9, Jessica Penne, who is 2-1, take on ranked number 7, Jessica Andrade, who's 8-7. So both these fighters in a loss can save their record and still be ranked. I think that's like the benefit for them. But this will definitely be a really great fight, so I'm looking forward to it. So the main event for this show is Fury versus Arlovski in the heavyweight division. Cannot wait for it. And if Yan versus Glover happens in September, I think that would be a really good fight. And in a way, I kind of hope Glover Teixeira does win that fight, because the guy has worked hard to get into the position he's in. He's one of the longest, I think, UFC light heavyweights that have been around. At least still around. I really do hope that he can definitely pull it together. Not sure what those coaches were saying.
That's a big strike right there.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
That was a bit difficult to decipher. You know what? Bruce Buffer somehow is 2-0. And I cannot believe he's actually going to be ranked. My goodness, Jesus Lord. I tell you, man, I'm sick. It's not even funny. Gosh. That was awful. That was probably awful for you guys to hear.
In full guard now, DC, and I know when you're looking for a guillotine.
You know, this year has definitely been going by quickly. I'm honestly here for it. Truthfully, I'm here for it. I feel like 2020, a lot of things happened, and it was just nuts. I think there's a little bit of stability this year. I mean, that's still not necessarily completely true, but there's a little bit of stability. So people have been a lot more aware of that, and have just been trying to just enjoy and appreciate life, truthfully. Hey, the Von Flute choke, we've seen a lot of submissions. Well, like this is when you have two submission experts, something's bound to go wrong for someone. And the Von Flute choke could do it right here. Is the Von Flute choke all she wrote? Jessica Andrade, Von Flute choke, beats Jessica Penne. And the look at that. Look at that. Jessica Andrade, 9-7. Jessica Penne, 2-2.
Yeah, she had it all working. She did everything she wanted to do. She was.
I mean, this was it happens like that. Listen, I thought this would be a great stylistic matchup, and it was.
In order to get the fight to the ground. I mean,
and congrats to Jessica Andrade. Seriously.
So there she is, your winner by
well freaking done.
There will be no wiping the smile off her face tonight as she turns in one of the bigger highlights of her UFC career.
I wouldn't say this is the biggest highlight of her UFC career. I mean, I think her winning the championship probably be a big highlight. But no, congrats to Jessica Andrade. I mean, well done, truthfully.
Thankfully, Daniel Cormier is on the list. I'll be on the outside looking.
I mean, John, I got you. We're going it together. I'm not going in.
Good on her, you know. The first time I saw that choke, I was confused. Yeah, the Von Flute choke is one of the more interesting chokes, because you've really got to turn your body around, and it puts you in a position where you are being submitted, and you have to adjust your body and apply the arm underneath. It's like, I can't do this with one person. With myself, it's kind of hard to kind of show that. If I had a second person, I'd be able to show it, but yeah. Do you guys kind of get what I'm going with? The amount of pressure that applies is not a fun one. The former UFC bantamweight champion Bruce Lee back in action. It's great to see him back. He's going against Jimmy Rivera, 2 ranked bantamweights here, going at it, and I'm almost done updating everything. And I do apologize for how long this thing takes.
They can do it all, and these are the matchups that we dream of as MMA fans.
And by the way, if you weren't aware, Jessica Penne in the last fight is 2-2. Jessica Andrade now 9-7. Folks, this is the men's bantamweight division fight. Jimmy Rivera is also a former bantamweight champ. I forgot that. Yeah, the 8-6 Jimmy Rivera is a former UFC bantamweight champion. So is Bruce. I think he's like a 3-time champ. Yeah, 2-time champ. Yeah.
Nice counter left hook to the head.
It's funny because where Bruce Lee sits is ranked 7 at 6-5, where Jimmy Rivera sits is ranked 8 at 8-6.
And he comes through with a big knee.
Just updating everything. Boom, bang! Look at that. Awesome. Up to speed.
Oh, nice jab by him there, and I guess guess on the other side, hard to get your offense going when your head keeps getting snapped back like a Pez dispenser.
Every time he tries to go forward and use his own offense, the jab is stopping him in his tracks. He's doing a great job of fighting behind him.
So just over 20 total strikes now have landed for Jimmy Rivera.
Ooh, what a punch.
This is just nice shots coming from both these guys.
Oh, big hook, that'll sting. Oh, straight right.
So next up, the next fight we have is the main event. Have to go. Have a good day. Hey, you too, WGP, man. Thanks for stopping by, bro. It's always highly appreciated.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire.
But yeah, no, I mean, the next fight we have, folks, is the main event. Tyson Fury taking on Andrei Arlovski. It's going to be, as always, should be a great one. So these men bantamweights definitely will not just disappoint. It's the two former bantamweight champions going out of here.
That's a beautiful kick right there. I don't know if you've ever been
Nice leg kick.
You will probably feel something like that.
It has to. This guy is landing his kicks with so much.
Oh, it was a beautiful, I mean, like Taekwondo type of kick right there. He caught him again. This Jim Rivera, who is hurting right now. That's over the first round. He's in massive trouble with Bruce Lee.
That knee might have landed there. 30 seconds now to go in the round.
Nice punch there.
You wonder if the offensive fighter is going to start to get frustrated here. Most, if not all, of these shots are getting blocked.
They're getting blocked because he's fighting one of the best defensive fighters in the UFC.
Rivera gets hit with that hook.
That is it for round number one. We go to round number two of this bantamweight fight. And Yves Levine, the referee for this fight, got to mention that.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
There's some nice kicks. Oh.
He is really putting his strikes together tonight.
I mean, he's feeling himself tonight, John.
There's these like the back side of the face too.
Yes.
I know that one hurt. There's a stiff sound that followed that.
Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab.
With 42 strikes, well, probably 43 for Bruce Lee right there. That, you know, he thought he almost caught him. I said, I'm not sure how much the skull of Jimmy Rivera can take. He's taking a lot of just trauma and blunt trauma to the head.
Oh, going for the takedown here.
So Bruce is trying to keep distance, trying to go, make sure those kicks are going to be as effective as possible. It's over. Good night, Jesus. Bruce Lee wins by knockout in the second round as he completely kicks off the head of Jim Rivera. What a huge win for the former bantamweight champion, and a welcome back to Bruce Lee to the UFC. That's how you do it, folks. Bruce Lee, 7-5. Jim Rivera, 8-7.
Well, hard to perform much better than he did tonight. A huge knockout under the lights. They'll be talking about that one for some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 1 second of the second round.
The second round.
Knockout, Bruce Lee.
Well, there will be no shot in that.
Yeah, Bruce Lee, who literally probably the best performance we've ever seen him in. I mean, he literally took it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, you shut a person's life
And it showed.
There's nothing like it. Now,
Like, that was
a lot of times we hope for the knockout, but he was never
really impressive.
He was sure that he would get it done, and he did exactly that.
And it puts Bruce Lee back in the top 5. But next up, folks, it's going to be in the heavyweight division. The main event, Tyson Fury takes on Andrei Arlovski. The main event starts now.
Heavyweight collision between Tyson Fury and Andrei Arlovski.
Big time main event. Let's get it.
All right, so
here we go. Fury and Arlovski. Yes, I am still updating the rankings for the bantamweight fight.
Are the best
A lot of people went up, some people went down.
Everything when they're locked inside of the octagon. I'm so excited to watch the highest level of MMA on display tonight.
All right, boom.
Oh, beautiful jab.
Everything is all set up for the heavyweights, which is awesome. And it's funny because you look at Andrei Arlovski, he's ranked number 7, he's 12-7. You look at Tyson Fury, he's ranked number 8 at 2-1. So for him, there's a lot at stake here, and for Arlovski, he's already dropped Fury once, it looks like.
The center line, he slips to avoid that right hand. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. And they separate.
You know, I'm looking very forward to what this main event fight has in store.
Nice kick.
All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises the guard and prevents any damage.
Shades of James Toney. Always seeing things coming at him. He's such a great defensive fighter.
I forgot that this fight, because it's 11 fight card, and it's only 3 rounds, just kind of for time constraints too. On top of that,
Now connects with a right. Oh, that was the Arlovski gets the double leg takedown now.
which for looks at this, I feel like this has been a little bit of a quicker episode than we've normally had. This Fury already bobbing and weaving, and he is already rocking the world of Andrei Arlovski, who could be in serious trouble here.
Exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
Oh!
Dude, we have seen some amazing fights in this episode. I'm glad that we're back with this epic 11 fight card. It's been honestly a very fun and interesting one.
Oh, a little single collar tie there. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there.
Nice.
Look at these shots.
Oh, single collar tie here.
Oh, look at that. Both went for a haymaker, but Fury got dropped.
Stayed upright.
I mean, he's
This could be Arlovski's chance.
not off by much.
And thanks to Red Rose. You know, I try to make this as fun and just interactive for everyone.
He's able
Make it feel real. Oh, again, that nice shot absolutely rocked Arlovski again.
He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. Straight punch.
Yeah, that wide stance. This has been an amazing first round.
Hurt bad. He's hurt
This is why this fight headlined. It was going to be 100 miles per hour, never stepping off the gas pedal.
Oh!
An amazing battle it's already been.
By the right hand.
Arlovski, a former world champion, and we're going to round number 2 of this main event fight.
Second round underway. That punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Gotta agree with what Daniel Cormier just said. To land a shot's easy. To land a perfect shot's it's extremely hard. Look at Arlovski staggering it again. These guys are going back and forth. And I don't think both these guys' chins can take much more.
Slips the punch.
Big kick lands.
Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing.
That was a stiff elbow shot. You've seen it. Oh, again, he caught Arlovski.
What a beautiful
Arlovski is corner. He's back to the corner, which does not serve well for him.
on that shot.
Misses again with a right punch.
I know if I'm not good at the game. Yeah, it definitely takes a while to get used to.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket.
Yeah, he's hurt really bad.
Oh, down goes Arlovski. This fight could be over. This fight is over, and Tyson Fury knocks out Andrei Arlovski in the main event. A huge victory to push Tyson Fury to 3-1 in the UFC. Wow. It puts Arlovski to 12-8.
For the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right.
I mean, Tyson Fury
The shot that ended the fight.
Shocks the world. And I mean legitimately shocks the world.
The official decision is in.
Like, I don't think anyone was anticipating Tyson Fury to win this fight.
At 2 minutes, 40 seconds of round number 2. Going the winner by knockout, Tyson Fury.
So the celebration
I mean, congrats to Tyson Fury on an amazing victory. And folks, we got one more part of this episode. You guys know it's the awards. I'm really curious to know who's getting those extra purses. And hopefully, as like I said, Fury 3-1, Arlovski 12-8. It's got to be a massive upset. It really does. I mean, I don't think anyone's seen that coming. I know I didn't. All right. Performance of the night KO, in my opinion, should have gone to Jared Cannonier, or sorry. Performance of the night KO should have gone to Jared versus Smith. Fight of the night should have gone to either, Lee and Rivera is a good candidate, and I think the runner-up for that would have been Perez versus Pantoja. Performance of the night submission should have gone to Juliana Pena, in my opinion. Sorry, no, performance of the night submission should have gone to Alejandro Pantoja, because that he pulled that one off out of nowhere. But anyway, those are the awards. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to BVTV, and as always, everyone, stay off the hook.